Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So today I'm going to be doing some more Zelda 2. Big surprise, I've been kind of on this game now for a while. And I had a minor setback, a little, I don't know, my last episode when I realized that my game save didn't go through and all the work I did on the previous stream was kind of gone. So now I'm back to, I had to like go and do that all over again. And so yeah, basically I'm back at the where I started, and now I'm going after I think the final palace. Let's see who's in the chat. We got Lurch M. How's it going, Lurch M? Fine. How are you? So yeah, like I was saying, I had a little bit of a setback. I'm having a little bit of difficulty with this game, but this game's never been easy for me. Even when I was younger and I played this as, a teenager, the first time I kind of played it, I was kind of always having a hard time struggling with it. And it kind of makes sense that, now that I'm just going to do a chat there. Sorry guys, hope everything connects. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's entirely like my internet or if it's my computer now, because I'm starting to realize my computer is getting a little bit old, and it's in definite need of replacement. So I don't know if it's just my computer just being like slow or something, but hopefully we can. This will continue on. Anyways, let's get to the game. Anyways. I'll hope the connection will just keep going. If it doesn't, I guess this will be a bust. I'll have to start again another day. I don't know if I'm going to get very far because I know I'm getting into that mountainous region. So like we got Rex Warden back on the chat today. Hope Rex is doing all well. Today's Mother's Day for me, anyways. Right now it is. I know some people are at different time zones, and when they watch this, it might already be the next day for them. But, it's like 9:20 p.m. for me, Mother's Day. Busy weekend for me this week. I mean, I just had so many things to do. I found a little bit of time to do a little bit of video editing, and just getting my next 2 videos lined up for the week. Finding that's starting to become the challenge. It's always finding time to do the editing. I mean, I shoot the videos and get the files all ready to go, but then it's like the editing process, and yeah, it's tricky. This is why I'm doing like 2 videos right now a week, because doing 3 is a bit much, other than the streaming, just on the time that I have. Just things in my life right now are just a little bit crazy. Jeez. It's like they make you go through this, like... Oh, okay. This task just to get to here. And then you have to go through the even more hard parts. Hate that guy. I'm already, almost, yeah, half a life now. Uh-oh. Cemetery, these things drain you of your experience. Not that I have any to worry about. Okay, now I need to get through this. Okay, I'm gonna lose all my life here. I'd like to get to the end of this one, because I've been playing this game now for I don't know how long. Uh-oh. No, okay. What? No! I'm gonna have to check on my connection speed and stuff, just to make sure that it's still going. Because obviously when I'm playing the game, I'm not watching the, to see if I'm even connected, so... I mean, periodically I'll get a note that says I'm not connected, but... who knows? How do I get through this without dying? Seriously. Am I gonna have to go through this every single time I die in this game? Like, how did I ever do this in the first place? Oh, jeez. Guess I need the jump potion. Jump magic or whatever. Or maybe I just didn't jump at the right time. Oh. Not good. Okay, that's a bad sign. I can't even get to where I was even trying to get to. Looks like, so far it looks like my internet's staying with me, but... Oops, wrong button. Starting to wonder, maybe I should have tried resetting everything with my router and my modem and all that stuff. Sometimes that helps with the connection issues. Maybe even restarting my whole computer. Although it's an older computer, so by the time it restarts, it's half an hour. Watch these things that they're throwing at me. Seems frozen now. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Let me go and check. What is going on? This is crazy. This is crazy. Alright. I know earlier I was having a little bit of problems when I first logged on. And like about, I don't know, 2 hours ago I had some problems where I lost my internet for about 10 minutes. It seemed to have been working fine, so I don't know why all of a sudden it's now going all crazy on me. So I'm starting to wonder if it's my internet or if it's just this damn computer. Remember I had this problem with my last TV. My TV was starting to get really crappy and old, and it would never stay connected to like Netflix or anything like that, or most of the time I'd have to restart everything. But then when I bought a new TV, I didn't seem to have that problem anymore, so... Perhaps it's not the internet like I keep thinking it is, and it's just this damn computer. Why am I having a hard time with this guy? Die. Die already. Just die. Thank you. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Oh, cool. We got Green Lantern HG just joined in on the chat. Everybody's doing okay? Whoa, just jumped into the freaking lava. Having a hard time on this one. Can't seem to get past this point. You stupid game! Well, I mean, on the bright side of all my interruptions with the internet problems and computer problems, I'm not really getting anywhere. So you're not missing much. You're missing my failures. So did everybody take their mom out for Mother's Day, or their wives, or baby mama, or maybe even just pet owners? I don't know. I know I spent the whole weekend pretty much cleaning the house and running errands. Oh, it was fun. No relaxation. Not in this house. Rex is saying he did nothing, flat broke. Know the feeling, dude. Actually, I've been feeling kind of broke because of my pay schedule. I'm on my job. I have one of those, you know, they pay you on the 15th and the 30th of every month, depending on the last day of the month. So if it's like, you know, February, obviously you get paid on the 28th. And if it's, you know, 31st, you get paid on the 31st. But other than that, I mean, you always get paid on those days, so sometimes it feels like you can go for like 2-3 weeks without being paid, because you're waiting for that damn day to show up just to get your money. Oh, that sucks, dude. Green Lantern saying his mom, he misses his mom, she passed away. That really sucks. Especially on days like this. I mean, my mom's still alive, but my father passed away. Around like, I think it was 1999 actually. No, it was before the 2000. And that was difficult, I have to admit. I mean, my parents were separated, and I didn't see my father too often, but and actually, oh, I mean, I just started to get to know him again after like not being around him for very long, and yeah, he just kind of declined, went downhill. Kind of sucked. Oh man. Is it me, or is this level hard? Could just be me. I don't know now. Maybe I need to like... It's like these eyeball things just keep pushing me into the freaking lava. I don't like this at all. There's so many of these things. By the time I like pass this thing... I don't need that. Oops. Why? Why? I don't know how I ever did this in the first place. You know, I think I might have only actually completed this game twice in my life. Once when I first borrowed it from my friend, and I was like oops, a young teenager at that time. I probably was more persistent and spent a lot more time playing Nintendo. And then probably the second time when I first started emulating games and playing them on my PC, I think I probably completed it again. But that would have been like several years ago. Well, more than several. That's the problem with these type of games. You really have to spend a lot of time to play them. I was actually just playing Kid Icarus again. And man, I didn't realize how hard that game was. I mean, I used to play it, and I know I've gotten pretty far in it. I've beaten the game. I don't know if I've beaten it without using a passcode, though. But I realize how terrible I am at the game. But then, the game itself is actually pretty hard. Kid Icarus, like, it's no joke. Most of the time you're falling off the screen and you're dying. There's too many enemies and they're all killing you. I mean, it's a crazy game. I'm like, you know, originally I was gonna do a live stream on it, but I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna do a live stream on this game. I can't even get past half the first level. I don't think it'd be very exciting. It'd be about as exciting as this right now, where I'm like, not getting anywhere. Maybe I'll save that Kid Icarus for a frustrating games episode or something. So that's what it is. It's frustrating. It's unfair. Never played the Game Boy one, though. I know there was a Game Boy. Uh-oh. I think maybe I need to turn into a fairy just to get through this stupid level. Let's just do it. Let's do it. Sick of dying in this level. Uh-oh. Quick. Get through. Get through. Whew. I don't know if there's anything here. Oh, jeez. And I died from... I think I've met my match, people. I think I've met my match. Can't do it. By the time I'm gonna get to this friggin' last palace... Oh, crap. This again. By the time I get through this, I'm gonna be like, you know, maybe 1 life left and only half power. Uh-oh. Ridiculous. Oh, I have to go through a cave too? Oh, come on. Okay. Getting a headache here. This isn't right. I know I've talked to a few people about you know, the differences between Zelda 1 and Zelda 2 or 3 and all the other Zeldas. And Zelda 2 is just beating the enemies and you know, just that whole dodging the pits. That's what makes this game hard. Whereas in other Zelda games, a lot of it that makes it hard is just figuring out where like everything is. This one is not like that. In fact, most of the stuff is pretty easy to find. The map screen is not that big. The world's not that big, I should say. And most of the townspeople kind of give you hints as to where everything is. Beating the enemies in a traditional sense, like this. Holy crumpets. This is like one of these games where you just want to throw in the towel and you're like, forget it. If I really wanted to, I can start, you know, doing the whole save state thing. I'm using an emulator after all. But, nah. You can't beat the game the way it was intended to be beaten. There's no point. Might as well pop in a game genie and give yourself eternal life. Whatever else the game genie did. I think that's why I was never interested in the Game Genie. Even when it first came out, I had no interest in it. my god, why do I want to do that? I mean, maybe it's just fun to do for, like, you know, beating the game a million times. I just want to try, you know, really crazy things, but other than that, I never understood that. Like, why do you want to, like, oh, I need unlimited lives, and I need unlimited continues, and yeah. Just gonna do a quick check here. Yeah, see, like Rex Warden saying, the Game Genie makes, whoops, makes dull games interesting again. Yeah, like that's the only thing I can think of. Like, you know, you're just trying to, like, wake up the game a bit. And actually, one thing that I had for a bit, I think what happened was, after I had to, like, reboot my or reset my computer a bit, I had this Zelda randomizer, which I've learned from a fellow YouTuber, and it actually, like, randomized the first Zelda game. What? I totally hit the light there. Cheating. And so it's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna have to download it again. So as long as you have the Zelda Legend of Zelda ROM, and you can run through this randomizer, which actually just moves everything around, all of the entrances to all of the labyrinths and all the items and stuff. So it's kind of cool. But I think what happened was, and I think this is what happened when I lost my save state from that stream before, was my computer went kind of kooky on me. Like I said, it's an old one, and it was giving me problems, and I had to roll back just to get it to work again. And I think it erased my save state, my previous save state, and I think it erased the install I did with that Zelda randomizer program. But it's pretty cool. I mean, you go in, you can, like, tell it what you want it to do. You can change the color of the characters, of Link. There's even a way to play as different characters, so you can play as the princess, and, like, it's fun. And you start off, you can, like, change the start off position, so the person offers you, do you want the sword or the candle, you know, things like that. It was pretty cool. The YouTuber that kind of introduced it, he did a video on it. It's Retro Gaming Dev, that's his name. If you put that in, you might be able to find it through YouTube if you put in Retro Gaming Dev. And he did I think he did 2 videos on the game that he did, where he randomized his Zelda, and it feels like you're playing a whole new version or a whole new game. Kind of like when you play a hack and someone hacks it all up. And I actually remember playing a Zelda hack. It was actually pretty cool. I lost the ROM. I had it, I don't know, a few years back. Actually, it might still be on my older computer. One of my old computers that I don't use anymore. But it was a Zelda hack, and they literally changed around the whole map screen. So, like, not only was everything shuffled around, but the map screen was completely different. They modified it, so pretty cool. So I guess I can see, you know, Rex's point about the Game Genie being, you know, something about modding the games, making them fun again. Like, I think when it first came out, people just looked at it as just a way to, just a way to cheat, you know, get yourself through video games. But I mean, I would never want to do that. That was easy. Too easy. These guys scare me. So, guys are worse than the Medusa heads in Castlevania, I tell you. They're just like everywhere. Look at this, it's ridiculous. It's like you have to ferry your way through this. Like how and then you don't have any choice but to take like a whole ton of damage after you've ferried your way through. Stop! The button! The button! Okay, this button didn't work. It's totally not me. Push the button. No contact. Oh my god. And I'm dead. Sometimes I wish I could just plug in a real Nintendo controller. Yeah, rushing leads to constant death. I'm not even trying to rush through it. I'm trying to get through this as slow as I can. It's just that it's so scary with those things flying up and down in the air. So I need to like decide, do I want to do Quest 2 or whatever, the second quest of Zelda, the Legend of Zelda? Or should I try and move on to the Game Boy Zelda? The Adventures, or is it The Adventure of Link? So Rex is saying that he played through his first palace, and a little bit after, before I just grinded my way to max stats. That must have been a heck of a lot of grinding. I mean, that's just like playing over and over and over and over and over. It's like playing Dragon Warrior. I mean, when I first started playing Dragon Warrior, I was stunned at how long it took me to just get anywhere in the game. Like, seriously. When you realize how much power you need to just move on to the next section of the map, and those slimes you have to kill, and all they give you is like 1 to 2 experience points, and you need like a ton of them to level up. I was dumbfounded. I'm like, why would they make a game like this? Like, you have to grind. There's no choice. Get through this, get through this, get through it. Ah! Uh-oh. Should have paused. I was trying to read the comment there. Dragon Warrior almost mandates Game Genie usage. Yeah, that's true, Rex. Unless you play the Game Boy one, where they actually fixed it up a bit, and it's less experience required to get anywhere. I've only passed on this game twice. Now I remember why. All slimes with 250 experience points. Exactly. That's the thing. You start with Dragon Warrior. You start off, and to get to like the next level, you have to like, I can't even remember what the amount was, but it was pretty high. And pretty much everything just gives you 1 experience point. Come on. Ah, everything's hitting me at once. You guys suck. But I don't even have enough for the Spirit Fairy spell. Crap. Got nothing. I got nothing. Ah. I mean, Dragon Warrior is the very definition of the grind game. I mean, you seriously... What, really? You seriously can't get anywhere without grinding. Like, you start off, you get all this stuff, you go through the castle, you get all this gold and experience, you know, from the castle or whatever, but then... I recommend watching my Zelda 2 video to see how I get through. Seems like a good idea. You should watch Rex's video. Yeah, I'm losing badly. I think Green Lantern just noticed that. I'm not getting anywhere. I seriously don't know how I did this in the past. I must have had a hell of a lot more patience in the past. This is turning out to be 1001 ways to die in Zelda 2. A lot of fun, really. Lots of fun. Of course, you always start off back at that beginning piece, which never helps. And this is just to get to the friggin' palace. Then I have to beat the palace. It's gonna take this much effort just to get through to the palace? I'm telling you, I don't know. I must have... Unless it's the controller, I used to be able to do this on a real Nintendo. So, a long time ago. Just like Kid Icarus, like I was saying earlier. I know I've gotten far in Kid Icarus, and now I can't even seem to get past the first board. I mean, I know this Retro Link controller is not as responsive, and I've noticed that on a few different games that it kind of sucks. That's why I wish I could actually plug a real Nintendo controller into this computer. Probably is a way to do it. Some kind of adapter or something. Or just getting like an actual Nintendo controller and rewiring it and putting in a USB thing in there. Rex is saying he used to use a $2 PSX to USB adapter. Never heard of that. That's what I figured. There's probably an adapter somewhere. Some aftermarket thing or something. It's the same with playing Atari. I mean, I would so rather be using an actual Atari joystick when I play Atari on my computer than using this crappy gamepad that I have. Because that's what I'm used to using, like... Ouch, ouch. This sucks so much. Okay, maybe I'm rushing. One thing I'm noticing on this controller is the button does stick sometimes. Oops. I can push it down and it stays down. Then I have to click it again to pop it back up. There's no reason to use the Atari stick when playing Atari 2600 games. I use the Genesis. Well, yeah. I do hear that a lot, actually, and I do hear a lot of people do favor the Genesis controller, or even to some extent the Master System will work too, right? But my thing is that I really spent a lot of time playing with the Atari joystick. That's what I used for my Atari and my Intel, or not my Intel, but my Atari and my Commodore 64. I mean, that's what I pretty much grew up using. So I'm more comfortable with it. I know a lot of people are like, meh. Can I go this way instead of the other way? Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Keep... Okay. Maybe I'm going the wrong way. I'm making life hard for myself. So I just passed through those going the opposite direction. And it made my life so much easier. Ouch. Now I'm like stuck on these freaking guys. Like especially playing Atari games. I'm so used to using the Atari stick. Great. Just great. Almost made it too. Like on my, I think it was my last stream? Was it my last stream? Yeah, my last stream I played Impossible Mission. The Commodore 64 version. And I was using my gamepad. Actually, well, I put it away. But yeah, I was using my, it's like, I don't know, it's a typical gamepad thing for a PC. And I had a hard time adjusting to it because, again, I played, using the Atari joystick a lot when I played Impossible Mission. In fact, when I got Impossible Mission on the Wii, one of the hardest tasks was getting used to using a Wiimote. I mean, even though the majority of the time you're turning it sideways and playing it like a gamepad, but there was some sections where you'd have to actually point it at the screen, and I would just be like completely lost. Green Lantern's like, I'm starting to hate Ganon. Oh yes, this game, out of all the games of Zelda, will get you to hate Ganon the most. Because you constantly see his fat, laughing face every time you die. In the other Zeldas, you don't see his face. You don't see Ganon at all until the end. This one, every time you die, there's Ganon staring at you. Well, a shadow of him anyways. I still don't understand that with this game, why they did that. It's like a shadow of Ganon. Even the end boss, it's not even Ganon, it's like a shadow of Link. Makes no bloody sense whatsoever, but I don't know. It's like your shadow just comes out and attacks you. And of course, out of all the end bosses in the game, it's the easiest one to beat. You just like literally crouch down and just stab away and he dies. Go figure. Wow, got stuck there. Pushing the button and nothing was happening. No! No, what? Seriously? Come on. Okay. Yeah. Alright. I think I'm gonna like do a couple more and then officially say this game has defeated me. Because it has. It's defeated me. It's defeating me. The fire spell is cheap unless you shoot fire consistently on one screen. Oh, so I should be using the fire spell? I think that's another thing. I've never utilized half of the spells in this game. I always like to save my magic for things like life or the jump spell when you need it all of a sudden to jump. That's why I never use that reflect spell, the fire spell. I hate you you guys. Eat you all. I don't know, I think it might be neat to do the Adventure of Link next. I think that's what it's called. The first Game Boy one. This is called, what is it, Zelda 2, I think, oh, wait, no, sorry, I got it backwards. This is the Adventure of Link. The Game Boy one is Link's Awakening. That's right. Got them confused. Yeah, the life spell is costly for a reason. It promotes achieving proficiency. That's totally true. Die, die, die. So one thing that I really hate about this game is that killing things does not give you life. You know, like the dropping of the hearts to regenerate yourself. And your only potential of regenerating yourself is through the life spell. Which then you need to, like, get the potions for. And even those don't drop frequently. Alright, let's do this. You can do this. I can do this. I can do it. Okay. Maybe not. I don't really care about my experience at this point because let's just get through this. No. Oh crap. I got stuck. Why can I never beat this guy? What a brutal beating that was. Hey, we got Billy O in the chat now. But yeah, Ganon is just kicking my butts. Why? Why am I torturing myself with this game? Okay. Come on. Oops. Some of them you have to go through this. You have to deal with this guy. Ah, that's him there. That damn Ganon. You have to jump lightly and slash on the way down. Oops. Yeah, always get the fairies when you don't need them. It's always when you get them. I could be on my last square of life and no fairy will show up. And I'll be always full power and there's like tons of them. Just seems to happen. Okay, let's get through this. Doesn't help that stabbing the guy doesn't do crap all either. And how does he have armor on his head anyways? I don't see a helmet. These guys like rock heads. You know, they kind of look, well, sort of. You stretch your imagination a bit. Look like the Goombas from, I think they're Goombas from the Super Mario Brothers movie. That horrible live-action movie that came out. Kind of look like them. Their heads were just a little bit smaller. Were they Goombas or Koopas? Koopa Troopas. I thought they were Goombas. If anybody remembers that movie or even saw it, or wasted your time on it, and found out it had nothing to do with Super Mario Brothers other than the name. Kind of a shame, really. They had a chance to make such a really good franchise there, and they blew it on the first movie. They didn't even give us anything to work with. Like there wasn't even anything to make a sequel off of. Oh shoot! I thought I was on the life thing. I hit the fairy. That was a waste. Crap. Now I'm not gonna have enough power to do anything. There we go. Jump up, and then slice on the way down. Alright, what's the secret with these guys? At least they don't come back. That's a plus. I'm gonna ferry my ass out of this. I keep getting stuck in the wall. Really annoying. I get stuck there and I can't move. Ah, go away. Okay. Could this game be any more unfair? Nope. Let me just check how my settings are doing. I always like to check on my settings, just to make sure everything's going well. But yeah, this is really sucking. I don't know if I'm going to continue on with this stupid game. I think I've met my match. It's no longer fun when all you do is lose. Run and dodge, run and dodge. There's so many of these things that just pull you in. It's so annoying. Should have went with my original plan of playing some Atari games today. Forget this way. this level so much. Get through. Whew. Okay, maybe dead. There we go. Right into the lava. Alright. It's pretty apparent I'm not going to get through this. Not going to happen. Because it seems like even if I do get through most of this, it's just a lost cause. So, I'd like to hear from everybody who likes to watch my crazy live streams, what they would like to see me play next. Should I do The Legend of Zelda Second Quest, or should I do Game Boy? Link's Awakening. Because I don't think I'm going to get very far in this, and I don't want to just keep playing these damn levels over and over again. It's so much fun watching me die every 5 minutes. So yeah, you know you can hit me up on Facebook, Brian's Man Cave, on Twitter, leave comments below, let me know what you'd like to see. And throwing in the towel on this one. Throwing it in. I quit. I don't want to do this anymore. No. Anyways, thanks for watching. And I know I had some problems in the beginning. It really sucks. I find that sometimes it happens on Sundays. I don't know why. What's Sundays? Like, aren't people going to bed and stuff, getting ready for work? I don't. Whatever. So Sundays I have these. Looks like I was doing okay in you know, the bulk of it, in the middle of it. And thanks everybody for coming in the chat. I know there was a few people in here. We had Rex. We had Green Lantern, we had Lurch M in the beginning there. Not sure if he's been on my chats or not before. I don't recognize the name. Could be wrong. And we had Billy O just throw in there for a little while. But yeah, it's been fun, and hope everybody had a great Mother's Day, and I hope everybody you know, did something nice for the woman they love, or their mother, or anybody else that maybe somebody else's mother. I don't know. And you know, we'll see you on the next chat. And I got my next video. I got 3 different videos ready right now, so I got to decide on which ones to throw out there. So yeah, should be interesting. And talk to you later. Just gotta shut this thing down.